Hi guys, it's Michelle again, and welcome to the channel. I am gonna do a whip and chat. I don't know how long this will last, but I'm going to try and do another one. I haven't done a whip and chat in a little while because, well, time has been kind of a problem for a little while because of, kind of the moving back and forth from the camper to the house. It's almost like moving. We have so much stuff because we're there for so long. 5 months we spend in the camper and then the rest of the time at home, and we end up with so much stuff in that camper, and it's a lot of work going back and forth. Anyway, then also we had to put my dog down. It's been about a little over a week and a half now. Week and a half, I don't know. Anyway, it was very difficult for me, and leading up to it was very difficult. I was very close to my little dog. And then I don't know if any of you would actually watch my diamond painting videos, watch any of my Bath and Body videos, but I did show my new little puppy we got in one of my last Bath and Body videos, but I'm gonna show him here on this one also because I want everybody to get a chance to meet him. He's so cute. So he's right here. He was sleeping next to me, but this is Teddy. Look up there, Teddy. You just look up there and see the camera. Oh, you can't see him, can you? There. Oh, Teddy. Careful, baby. There's Teddy. Here. He says, "What are you doing to me?" This is my little guy. So my neighbor, actually, let me get you back on the painting there. My neighbor lady, she knew what was going on with my little Harley. She was 15 years old and she had a tumor. She was ill for a long time, about 3 years, and it was just time. Anyway, so my neighbor lady, her son had this puppy, and I guess it was let's see, are you straight? I guess it was his wife's parents and their neighbors had their dogs keep accidentally getting together and creating puppies. So this is just a mutt. He is a Shih Tzu Chihuahua mix. Where my other dogs are, well, my Luna is a purebred Shih Tzu. My Harley that I just put down was a purebred Shih Tzu. My son's dog is a Shih Tzu Yorkie mix. So we're kind of Shih Tzu people here. They're very sweet, loving dogs. Anyway, she had asked me if I would be interested in taking this puppy because they couldn't afford to keep him. Apparently they wanted him. They got him from her parents and then decided they couldn't afford the vet bills and, you know, everything that he needed to give him a good life. And so they were trying to get his mom, which is my neighbor lady, to take him. And she works a lot, and she wasn't ready to take on a dog right now. So she asked me if I would take him. And of course I said yes. He's the cutest little thing. He's just adorable. He is a lot of work though. And I do think it might have been awfully fast after Harley, but he was free, which our other girl, Luna, we paid $1,300 for her. So free was a very good price. And it's not like I breed them. They don't have to be purebred, nothing like that. They're not show dogs, nothing like that. They're just our companions because we love them. So I have never in my life not had a dog, never that I can remember ever in my life. When I was a child, I had a dog always. And as I've been an adult, I've had sometimes a zoo, mostly just dogs. We did have some hamsters at one time, and we did have fish at one time, but it's been mostly just dogs. I'm allergic to cats, so that's why I'm a dog person, not a cat person, or I'd probably, if it wasn't for my husband, I would probably have a dozen dogs. So, they call, the lady with all the cats, the crazy cat lady. I would be the crazy dog lady. So there you go. And yes, if it wasn't for my husband, I would take in every stray dog there was. I have tried. He says, no, we're not doing this. And then I pout and we stick to, I did have 4 Shih Tzus at one time, so that's a lot, especially for Shih Tzus. They require a lot of grooming. So it's a lot of work, and yeah, 4 dogs is a lot. So anyway, now that I've sat here and talked about dogs for all this time, let's see, we're in about 7 minutes, I guess. How's everybody doing? How y'all doing today? So I'm handling the Harley thing a little bit better than I was. I really had a really rough few days, and I know she's better off now. I hate being without her. Okay, I was getting off of that subject, right? So, this canvas that I'm working on is actually for my mom. It is Central Perk. Friends. It's the Friends TV show, where the coffee shop they went to all the time, I guess. I never really watched the show. I just did the unboxing a couple of days ago. Actually, that video was a little bit before then. I just got it put up. But I'm just getting it almost finished, except for I'm going to have to do a whole lot of straightening these gems because, I don't know, I've had a really hard time with this one. It's been really difficult, and you can see all over the place. You can see the letters underneath them. They are not, it's almost like the gems are not the right size for the squares that are on the canvas. I don't know. I've never had this much trouble, and I've done a few squares. I've never had so much trouble with them. I don't know if it's because there's so much white on this canvas, and so you're seeing the letters underneath of it. I don't know, but every little imperfection shows on this, and I do not like it. I'm not happy with this at all. So I'm going to have to work on this a lot once I get the rest of this filled in, to straighten these white on the outside, the background white. Yeah, it's gonna take some work because I sure can't give it to my mother like that. And so anyway, that's the canvas I'm working on from Diamond Art Club. The multi-placer that I am now in love with is the 8-placer from Diamond Art Club. The pen, I don't even know where the pen came from. I don't know. Not sure. Probably Amazon. The tray, though. Let me tell you about this tray. This tray is it's called the Drills and Chills edition. It says Drills and Chills 2023 on the side here. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. I can't tell. And it's got this little cat on the moon thing right here. This is the Halloween from Drills and Chills event from this year. This is a Bijou Bliss tray. And see how the lid magnetically goes on the bottom there and on the top. I love this. This is magnetic also. See the little magnets there? It's got a little diamond on the end, and you stick it in there. It's a little drill stopper. And then, yeah, this tray is so nice. It is so big. Look at how big that is. And the drills, they line up in it so nicely. Look at that. They just line up in there so nice. This tray is wonderful. I love it. Ever since I've gotten it, I have not used anything else. This is it. Excuse me. Got a little tickle in my throat. Had to get me a drink. Okay, so anyhow, so that's what I'm using for my tray. The putty in my multi-placer, because this is generally what I do. I use a putty in my multi-placer. It is Randa's Crafty Corner Cheesecake and Berries putty. And then the wax, I use wax in my single placer usually. It is Randa's Crafty Corner Hard and Sticky. This one is almond coconut milk. And it smells really good. Not that that really matters, because who's sniffing their pen, but oh, it smells good. Anyway, you just scrape a little tiny bit. I don't know, can you see those lines in that? I have used this quite a bit, and I love this stuff. The putty, it's putty. You know, the putty is, it's just like all the rest of the putty. I mean, I really like the putty for the multi-placers. Whoops, I don't put my wax in there. I put it up here. Anyway, but I mean, they're sticky, you know, sometimes it's a little stringy. It's putty, you know. But that wax, I really like that wax. It's really nice. I also really like the wax from the Petty Wax. I think I've showed you guys this stuff though, but I'm not using that today. I just happen to be using the Hard and Sticky from Randa's Crafty Corner today. So anyway, boy, this canvas is such a mess. I am just so bummed about how it's turned out. I really had thought that I would whip through this one very quickly and it would turn out beautifully, and you know. Oh yeah, and I wanted to apologize to everyone for the the canvas scary haul. When I did that video, it was upside down, and I know I got a comment from someone saying that, hey, this is upside down, but I apologize that it really, yeah, probably wasn't very good to look at upside down, I suppose. So I just wanted to apologize for that. So anyway, so what is everyone planning on doing for the holidays? That would be the big question, right? You probably all have big plans, huh? Well, so my birthday is next week. It is on the 22nd, and Thanksgiving is on the 23rd. And when I was a kid, I loved this, that my birthday and Thanksgiving were so close together. As a matter of fact, every like 7 years or something like that, it ends up being on my birthday, Thanksgiving. I hate it. Hate it. Now, when I was a kid, I loved it because, of course, you know, the whole family would get together and, you know, of course, then I could be the center of attention at least part of the time because it was my birthday. So everybody would, you know, be all about, you know, Michelle's birthday. Well, now that I'm an adult, I don't like it anymore. Not at all. So, now my birthday is not on Thanksgiving this year. It is the day before, which is a good thing. And we don't have big family get-togethers anymore so much since my grandparents passed away. It's mostly just my parents, my mom and my stepdad, sometimes my sister, well, she's my stepsister actually. So, but her and sometimes her daughter and grandkids. So, and my 2 kids, which, you know, I lost my 1 son. So my 2 that are still here, and my daughter's kids, so my grandkids, my husband and I, of course. So it's not a huge gathering. It's mostly, you know, just immediate family, I guess you would call. I mean, I guess immediate family usually means the people who live in your home, but my parents, my siblings, and my children and their children. Well, my son doesn't have any kids, but anyway, so we're all gonna go to my mom's and have Thanksgiving, and yeah, it should be nice. So I hope that everyone has somewhere to go for Thanksgiving. That is the thing that bothers me the most about the holidays, I guess, is I worry that I mean, how many people out there actually don't have somewhere to go or are homeless and they don't even have, you know, maybe don't even get a meal that day, or I don't know, those are the kind of things that I think about, while we are taking advantage of our situation, I guess. I guess taking advantage of isn't what I mean. More like, what am I trying to say? Enjoying our abilities to have a good meal and a warm home and people that love us all around us. And I guess I'm just thankful that I have all of that, and I feel bad for anybody who does not, you know. And I'm thinking about the people not that I want to get political or anything, but thinking about the people in Ukraine or in, you know, Israel or Gaza, wherever there are, you know, war problems going on and issues that, you know, people are, or just here in America where people are homeless and hungry and maybe don't even have a warm jacket to put on. Those are the kinds of things that, you know, really bother me at the holidays and that I struggle with. So, I will probably soon, oh, I had a drill. No, that's not where that goes. I will sometime soon probably be going through my closets and my dressers and finding anything that I am ready to get rid of. And then we will take them to some homeless shelters in the cities near us. Where we live, there's pretty much nothing. I live in an actual village. Uh, so there's very few people. There are no shelters, let alone homeless shelters or, you know, anything. We have a bar here that you can actually eat at. There's they cook there. And there's a post office. There's a volunteer fire station and a library. And that's it. We have nothing else here. So yeah, this little town is, yeah, we don't have anything here. So, but yeah, I know that, and I, maybe it's even more so on my mind because in a town that we live near, there was a story I just heard about this abandoned building that was set fire to by, sorry, well, I keep sticking to my canvas. Anyway, this building was fire set in it by some local teenage kids. And apparently, anyway, this is what I've heard. There was a homeless man that was living in that building, and there was a couch in there. And these kids took some wood in and put on his couch, the couch that the guy slept on, I guess, and set fire to it. So, and to me, you know, they could have killed the man, or, you know, even if he wasn't hurt, and I honestly don't know what happened to the man. That's all I know. There were 2 teenagers arrested for it, and they were looking for the other kids involved. But now that man has nowhere to get out of the rain and the wind, and has no couch to lay himself on, no soft anything. And maybe that's why I keep thinking about I do this every winter, though. When it starts to get cold, I start thinking about the people who don't have a place to go, and it upsets me. It kind of brings on a slight depression. And so I would love to be able to do anything I can to help anyone like that in that situation. I feel horrible for anyone who doesn't even have a warm place to sleep, you know. So anyway, if anyone knows of any good programs out there for people like that, for homeless people, or, you know, people who are needy, ways to help or donate, or, you know, like on a large, gosh, I mean, I guess I don't mean like for a small community, because, you know, we're all in different areas. So like on a, national level, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like if you, I don't know, maybe put it down in the comments or something. And is there a national program for homeless people? I really don't know. But I do know that there are some homeless shelters in the Quad Cities, which is some places near us. And my parents have donated blankets and jackets and socks and, you know, things to help those people, you know, in that area, which is what I probably will do. But yeah, I would like to encourage anyone else that if you have some things that you are, you know, wanting to get rid of, warm clothes, jackets, old jackets, winter coats, socks even, that, you know, are clean and not bad, but you don't want them anymore, or, you know, they're not up to your standards anymore. Sometimes homeless people, you know, could use that kind of thing. If there's somewhere that you can take them and donate for people who don't have as much as we do, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. So, and especially around this time of year, because I feel like we do so much for our families. Some of us, if you are in a hard situation, I am very, very sorry. But, you know, some of us, we do so much for our families, and we don't think about the people that are out there suffering, you know, that don't even have a warm meal or a warm place to sleep at night, or, you know, a place to get a shower every day, or, you know, oh, there goes my gem. So anyway, I will stop talking about sad, awful. I'm awful dreary today, aren't I? Talking about my dog and then homelessness and all this stuff. And I don't mean to be bringing anyone down, but I guess that's what's on my mind, I guess. So for my birthday, which is a week from tomorrow, so it's the 22nd, I asked my husband I have a locket that I got right after my son passed. It's a long story. Well, I'll go ahead and tell it. Here I go again, sad stories, right? I can't get off this kick today. This is going to be a sad whip and chat. So, when my son passed, my cousin's wife, she said that something was telling her to go to the store. She must have been out shopping, I guess. I'm not sure. Everything back then was such a blur. You know, when you have a tragedy like that, it is hard to remember the specifics of things, because your mind is so garbled with all the different thoughts of, you know, what could I have done differently, and what should I have done, you know, and I can't believe this has happened, and I don't believe this happened. Anyway, everything becomes a fog in the years later when you try to remember what things were said to you, and, you know, what happened and everything. So, so I'm not absolutely clear on everything that she had told me, but this is how I remember it. So she had said that she was out shopping, and something had told her to go into this store, and I believe it was a jewelry store. I'm assuming, I mean, you can get jewelry at other stores besides just technically jewelry stores, but anyway, so she goes to this jewelry counter wherever she was. I think it was in the mall. I'm not sure. Anyway, and she said something told her to look at this particular locket. And she said she just knew it was Brandon talking to her. Brandon was telling her to pick up this locket for his mom, which is me. So I'm determined I'm not going to cry. And he wanted her, this is what she told me, he wanted her to have it engraved on the back of it. It says, "Love, Brandon." That was my son's name, Brandon. So she brings me this locket, and on the front of it, I can't remember even what it says now. It's got a heart. It's a heart-shaped locket, and it's got some flowers on the front of it, the piece that opens. And I'm not sure if it says something on the front. I can't remember now. Oh gosh. The back of it says love Brandon, engraved. And she brought it to me with a beautiful card that she said Brandon was telling her to do this for me. That he wanted me to have that locket. And now, I'm not saying that I believe in spirits and all this kinds of things, but I wore that locket for years after my son passed. I never took it off. Never took it off. And then the locket, the front of it that opens up, it became so loose that it wouldn't stay closed anymore. So I finally took it off. Oh gosh, I went through, I don't know how many chains that my grandson broke, a couple of them. And I don't remember what all happened to it, but I know that I went through probably 4 or 5 different chains that the locket was on. But anyway, I wore this necklace with this locket up until, I don't know, a couple of years ago. The locket wouldn't stay closed anymore. And I was afraid that it would break if I wore it that way. So I took it off and I put it up. And I told my husband this year, I want my locket fixed. And he bought me these, my husband's terrible. He is just terrible. He bought me these glasses that he found, drinking glasses that he found. They're kind of like juice glasses, but they're Harry Potter ones because I am a huge Harry Potter fan. And he's seen them at Walgreens. And he picked them up and brought them home, and he gave them to me. Those and a candle that's Harry Potter. It's kind of a toy. It's got a little wand with it. You put a battery in it, and it will light the little fake candle. And it's Harry Potter also. And then a chocolate frog, which I think he thought was actually chocolate, but it's not. It's just a toy. So anyway, I thought it was a little cheesy, but anyway, my hubby, he meant well. And he's such a sweetheart. And he bought this stuff and he brought it home and instantly gave it to me. My birthday is not until next week. And he gave it to me, I want to say it was the end of last week that he gave this stuff to me. So, yeah, like 2 weeks before my birthday. He's terrible. So, yesterday or the day before, I don't remember. Anyway, he said, there's one more thing I want to get you for your birthday. And I said, no. And he thought I was just saying, you've bought me enough stuff. Please don't spend any more money on me. No, that is not what I was saying. Not that I want him to spend a ton of money on me, but I told him, I do not want you to buy me another thing ever in my life until I get that locket fixed. So he put it in a bag, and he is taking it to the jeweler's and having my locket repaired, along with a Mother's Day ring that I have had for a very long time. But it doesn't have my 3rd child on it because I got it before I had that child, before I had him. And he's going to add him to that ring and have it sized because it doesn't fit me anymore, because that happens when you get old and you get heavier. So anyway, that is what I asked for my birthday, was to have my locket repaired so that it can go back around my neck where it belongs and have my son near my heart again. Hey, I made it through that without crying. I am so proud of myself. So yeah, that was my birthday birthday request was to get my locket repaired. So, hopefully, he will remember to take it in today and talk to them. And I'm hoping that it's just the little latch inside. Oh, shoot, I hate it when I do that. I just pushed my gems around a little bit and then a bunch of them popped up and flew all over the place. Anyway, so I'm hoping that it is just the little latch inside where the locket latch is closed, and it just is bent outward a little or inward, whichever way, I don't know. And so it won't stay latched, and I'm hoping that they can just bend it whichever way it needs to go, and that will fix it. I think it will be a simple fix, but I didn't want to do it myself and break it and, and then not have, So, yeah, that was my big request for my birthday, was to repair my broken locket. But, and I know that technically didn't actually come from my son, but I feel like it was a gift from my son. So, yeah, so I wore it religiously. It was very important to me. And I guess, when you lose someone that important to you, a lot of times you cling to things that, remind you of them, or I don't know, anything that will make you feel better, because it is so hard, to lose somebody that you love that much. Okay, so I'm going to get off of this depressing subject, and we're going to talk about something a little less depressing and sad. So, okay, audiobooks. Do any of you belong to Audible? Do any of you pay for an Audible subscription? Have Audible? Do you listen to audiobooks? Excuse me. Do you listen to audiobooks while you diamond paint, or do you listen to podcasts? Most of the time I listen to podcasts, but I actually just bought me a subscription to Audible, which is the, if you don't know, the Audible, audiobooks from Amazon. So it's like $15 a month. I bought the monthly subscription for like a month or two. Excuse me. And then I paid for the subscription for a year because it's cheaper to do it that way than to pay it monthly. And I don't listen to it as much as I should, but yeah. Anyway, you get there's a whole lot of free books on there that you can listen to, and the ones that are not free, excuse me, dang, you get a credit. You get so many credits per year. So it's 1 credit per month. So you get 12 credits per year, and you can choose a book per credit that you normally would have to buy, and then it's yours to keep. So I bought so far the Harry Potter series, which is 7 books. So I still have a few credits available. And I am now listening to book 2. I finished book 1 and started book 2, and I keep forgetting that I have it, honestly. So that's my biggest problem, because I will be bored listening to YouTube videos, which mostly I listen to like podcasts on YouTube. Like, I don't know, has anybody have any of you heard of the Midas Touch Network? It's a political YouTube channel. I listen to them a lot. Not that I want to get into politics on here or anything like that, but that's just what I listen to on YouTube a lot. And then, of course, I listen to a lot of a lot of the crafting, the diamond painting channels. A lot of you guys that do channels on diamond painting and stuff like that. I listen to a lot of that. I listen to Miss Coffee a lot. I know probably most of you know who that is. If you don't, you should definitely check out her channel because she is hilarious. She tells the funniest stories, and I just crack up listening to her. So if you don't know who she is, which most of you probably do, but you should really check her out. Also, my husband and I have been, and this is really a feat, let me tell you, we have been watching the show Once Upon a Time, which is I believe, I don't know if it was a Disney show or not, but it was, it's a show about all the fairy tales, like Cinderella and Peter Pan, Jiminy Cricket, all of the, fairy tale characters that were cursed and brought to this one town, and they all live there, and they don't remember their lives from the fairy tale. They're just regular, ordinary citizens with no magic, and so anyway, there's like, what, 7 seasons maybe, or 9? I don't remember now. We're on like season 2, and I'm actually gotten my husband to watch all of this with me. And that's not something he normally would watch. He's not big, and he'll watch cartoon movies with me, but this one is like, it's not cartoony. It's a, what do you call it? Fantasy. It's like fantasy, but it's, real people. It's not, it's not animated. So, yeah, but it's good. It's a good story. If you like that kind of stuff, it is a really good story, and, yeah, it's well done. It's really well done. And also, I started watching it. I've watched the whole series before myself. My husband has not. He's seen bits and pieces from me watching it, but he hasn't watched it. So, but the reason I started watching it again was because I was watching Miss Coffee, and she was talking about how they came up with their dog's name, which is Killian Jones. And they got his name off of this TV show. Oh no! Jesus, I just knocked my drills all over the floor. Oh my gosh. Dang, it's so frustrating. All right, so. All right. So anyway, I'm going to have to clean that up. So we're going to probably end this real soon. But let me finish what I was saying, and then we'll get to that. So she was telling us how that TV show, the guy on there that plays Captain Hook, his name on the TV show is Killian Jones. And that's where they got the name for their Siberian Husky. And I didn't remember the guy's name or, oh gosh, most of the story. So her talking about the show got me interested in it again. And that's why I decided to watch it again. And my husband actually decided to watch it with me. And so I was thrilled about that. So, gosh, don't you hate it when this happens and you drop your drills? Oh, I just set it down on the arm of my chair here, which is rather large, and was gonna straighten these drills here, and I bumped it with my arm and they went flying all over the floor. So that's what happened. But so I'll have to get down there and pick all of those up now. But anyway, I just wanted to get on here and do a little whip and chat because I hadn't done one in a while. Things got really hectic trying to, you know, like I said, get back here in the house and then with the dog, and I guess I was trying to avoid the really sad, depressing whip and chat that I just made for you. I didn't want to get on here and weep and cry and make everyone depressed. And I realized I didn't weep and cry, but I was kind of depressing and sad. And I talked about a lot of depressing things, and I hope I didn't upset anyone. So if I did, I'm very sorry. And I will try to make my next whip and chats much better and much less depressing. So, anywho, I hope y'all enjoyed my little chit chat here. And if you did, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs up anyway. Okay, so all joking aside, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do. Hit that subscribe button. It's right down below. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, anything you want to say, leave that down below also in the comment section. And let me know what you guys are doing for the holidays. And yeah, if y'all have plans. If not, I hope that you find, you know, someone to spend the holidays with. And I hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving next week. Oh, I'm just losing everything today. So, okay, I will let y'all go, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.